everybody. Thanks for joining us. We're in Interlochen at the Center for the Arts, Interlochen Center for the Arts, that is. And with us is Rory Baker, Executive Director of Interlochen Presents. Thanks for making the time again.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we're going to talk about what's happening specifically later in January. Then we'll get to some other stuff. But the Accidentals, who have become one of the biggest acts to come out of northern Michigan quite some time. I think everyone would agree with that. But they're going to be on stage here at Corson.
Yes, absolutely. We're very honored to have them as part of our lineup.
Yeah, this is a group that has really exploded recently. They've come out with their first video. They're on vinyl. And I saw a nice little write-up in the Huffington Post about them, that they are really becoming very, very hot. What does it mean to Interlochen to have a group like this come and be on the stage?
Well, it's a little extra special for us because the Accidentals were born out of Interlochen. They were students here at Interlochen Center for the Arts, and so to have them back on stage and in a professional manner is it's just a real joy for us.
Yeah, they're like a moving billboard for Interlochen, correct?
Absolutely. We love to drive brand, right?
That's what it's all about. All right, so what's the date for that, and how can people find out more about that?
The Accidentals will be here January 27th, performing here in Corson Auditorium, and tickets are available at tickets.interlochen.org.
Yeah. As we sit here today talking about this, you're getting ready for the Nutcracker, which is sold out, and that's just a little bit about what's happening. Let's talk a little bit about what else is going on as we get into winter.
Absolutely. I think one of the most exciting projects that we're working on is Winterlochen, and that is a community outreach for us. It's absolutely free to the public. We have the entire campus has events happening. There are snow games that happen. There are food trucks. There are performances and workshops by our students for young kids in the community, and it's all student driven, and it's something that we're very proud of. That happens in February.
Yeah. And what drives that? I mean, what's the purpose behind it? Because I know it's very important to get involved in the community and have that be part of it, but what drives it?
We don't want to be insular here at Interlochen, and we want the community to come see what it is that we have to offer and also what we're doing on an education side. And so having the students teach classes for the folks in the community really kind of bring that around 360 for us.
Yeah. And when you talk about Interlochen Presents, how much of an undertaking is this? I don't think people quite understand what we're talking about when we talk about an undertaking of this size.
Well, we start planning basically the day after Winterlochen the previous year. And we work with all the faculty and the division directors and the administration here, and everyone comes together to really make it happen. Yeah. And we are currently right now finishing the planning for this February. We're going to have Trout Fishing in America be the culminating event, but they're also going to open this year with a songwriting workshop, and the songs that come out of the songwriting workshop will be performed later that afternoon by Trout Fishing.
All right. Yeah, I want to stop you there because it's funny to hear you say we're going to end up with trout fishing. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, and I know this may be a little biased on my part, but when I hear Interlochen Center for the Arts, I don't normally think of trout fishing, so explain that.
Trout Fishing in America is a musical group that focuses on youth, and they're 4-time Grammy nominated and just an incredible talent, and we thought it would be special to bring them in and work with the students here. And in doing so, the songwriting workshop then made sense, and then having the community write songs and then have them performed later that afternoon just kind of came around.
Wait, hold on a second. You're asking for members of the community to write a song and come and perform it?
That's correct. The songwriting workshop happens at 10 a.m. and that will be in our creative writing house, and the public is invited, and the songs that come from that songwriting workshop will then be performed later that afternoon.
So anyone could do the workshop?
That's correct. Anyone can do the workshop.
And write a song?
And write a song.
And perform it?
Trout Fishing will perform the song.
Darn it, I was so close to being on the stage. Rory, thank you very much. Just remind people where they can go on the internet to find out more about what's going on.
Absolutely. Tickets.interlochen.org will be your resource.
I already had such a great trout song in my head. This is too bad. All right, folks, in Interlochen, talking about what's happening on the stage at Corson and all sorts of things, including trout. I'm Vic McCarty, My News 26.